Hello, my name is Caroline Stone. I'm the head of drama at Jersey College for Girls, and I'm going to speak to you now about A-level drama and theatre here at the college. I'm going to hopefully answer all of your questions. Here we have someone who has taken our course in the past. She's testing out a lighting effect, but less pictures now and more information. Here we go. We study this course with the exam board known as AQA. We deliver it to 5 students at the moment in year 13 and to 9 in year 12. So we've got quite good numbers at the moment, and that's great. Frequently, we share this course with Victoria College. We're not doing that with year 12 this year, but we are with year 13. Whether we'll do it next year is going to depend on our numbers. In this spec, there's a lot of practical work, and that's going to interest those of you who really like being on stage. However, there is quite a large weighting in the practical work, which is written evidence and research. Better to tell you that now, because obviously it's an A-level and all A-levels require you to write and to analyse. The structure of the first component, which is the written paper, I'll go through it. It's a 3-hour paper. It's open book. That means you can take your books in, but you're not allowed annotations in them, so they have to be clean copies. It's worth 80 marks of the total that are available. And it's 40% of the total A-level grade. There are 3 sections in the written paper. In section A, you study a set text and you answer 1 question from a choice of 2, and it's worth 25 marks. In section B, you also study a different set texts. There'll be a printed extract in the paper, and you will read that on the day and then answer 3 different questions from a director's perspective, 1 from the perspective of the actor and 1 from the perspective of a designer. That's worth 30 marks, so 3 questions, 10 marks each. And then finally, we have section C, which is a live theatre production question. So we will go and see different plays, and there will be 4 possibilities, and you will answer 1 of them. The section C question is worth 25 marks. The written paper overall is 80 marks of the A-level grade. So what plays will we be studying for sections A and B? Now we do mix this up a little bit. They're under discussion a lot. At the moment in year 13, we're studying Antigone, which is a play by Sophocles. However, year 12, they're studying a different play. They're doing Hedda Gabler by Henrik Ibsen, very different play, but both with central female characters. For section B, everyone in year 12 and 13 at the moment, we are studying Yerma by Lorca. That's another play with a central female lead. We like all of those plays, and we'll make the decision when we see who's in our group and the types of people you are and the sorts of things we think you'll enjoy. In our study of the text at A-level, we look at all different aspects of production, such as acting and character, set design, lighting, sound, the use of suitable props, and so on. Questions centre on 3 different areas always. There's acting, there's directing, and there's design, and they do vary from year to year. So you just have to read your questions carefully to see which one is expected of you. As you see here, this is Hedda Gabler. There have been many, many interpretations of Hedda Gabler, ranging from the very, very traditional sort of 1800s costuming and set design and so on. And there's also been more modernist pieces, as you can see from some of these pictures. The same applies to Antigone. As you can see, some of these productions are very traditional, and they look, you can see from the one with the masks, the Greek chorus is there very obviously. And then you have the one here with the umbrellas in the centre, the red one, which is a very striking and more modernist telling of the same tale. And then finally, Yerma. Yerma is set in 1930s Spain. And it seems to me that not one of those pictures necessarily gives that away, because Yerma is a very symbolic piece. As a candidate, when you write about the plays, you're expected to give some sort of indication of the way that the writer intended for the play to be interpreted, but you can then use your own artistic ideas to create the version that you much prefer. So those are the 3 plays, and we'll be doing 2 of those 3. Live theatre. This is the 3rd section of the written paper. We take students to see a range of different live theatre productions in Jersey, and we offer them the chance to go to London. We've also joined the Digital National Theatre Collection, so we regularly show students high-quality recorded theatre examples. You will write notes when you watch plays, and you'll revise from those. But I'm very sorry, you cannot take the notes into the exam. Everything you write will be done from memory. In this section, there are 4 questions, and you will be expected to explain and analyse the acting, the design, or the direction in the play that you have chosen for the essay that you've chosen. So that's the written paper. Let's now talk about the practical work. There are 2 components for practical work. The first one is called creating original drama, and really it is what it says. You are creating a performance from scratch. It's 30% of the total marks at A-level. You can work between 2 and 6 if you're acting, and you can add extra technicians if you prefer to do something that isn't an acting skill. There are 2 different assessment tasks for creating original drama. First of all, for 40 marks, you produce an individual working notebook. And then the other 20 marks is the devised group performance itself and the performance of it. The work must be devised using the ideas and methods of a practitioner. There's a big list of practitioners in the specification, and you have to choose one that you as a group agree to use. In component 3, we call this one making theatre. Instead of working on a piece of devising, you work on an extract from a play. In fact, you work on more than one, and I'll explain as we go. This is worth as well 30% of the total marks at A-level. This time you can work on a monologue, so you could work as a solo performer, or you could work in a group of up to 6 acting candidates, again adding technicians should you prefer to do a technical skill. Students must practically explore and interpret 3 key extracts, each from a different play, and complete these 2 assessment tasks. You need to formally present the 3rd extract to an audience and a visiting examiner who will come across from the UK to watch. That final extract 3 performance is worth 40 marks. You will also produce an essay-like report in which you analyse and evaluate how you have interpreted all 3. And that's why you're doing 3. You're talking about 2 in the reflective report, but you are performing the final one for the examiner. The reflective report is 20 marks. Extract 3, as with component 2, you need to use a practitioner from the list that AQA provides, but it has to be a different practitioner to the one that you used for component 2. Now, obviously, you don't have to act for components 2 and 3. You can work instead on a different skill. These are lighting, so you could be a lighting designer, or a sound designer, a set designer, a costume designer. You could even make puppets. That's a bit different. Or you could direct. These are all really interesting skills and very challenging. So in summary, A-level drama and theatre will provide you opportunities for the following: teamwork, social skills, performance skills, exploration of the theatre, knowledge and awareness of how and why things work on stage, self-expression, enjoyment. And then finally, the one thing that I love to plug is that A-level and drama and theatre will give you confidence. And I think we all need that. So if you have any questions, you must please feel free to come and see us. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation.